Hello, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to be sharing about the new paradigm and how it is already here for us, and how it really came to me during the quarantine, where I actually wrote a book about this. And I was actually taken on a whole journey to move from Los Angeles to Hawaii to live the new paradigm, but I was pulled back to Los Angeles because it's so important that we all rise into the new paradigm together. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about what I believe the new paradigm is, how I believe that it is here for us right now, today. It is here, the new paradigm, and my part that I'm contributing to make it so. So throughout this live, and I'm also going to be sharing a really big announcement. You're going to be the first to know, so it's really exciting. So I invite you, as you're tuning into this live, or if you're catching the replay, that you can just ask your questions in real time. I'm happy to respond to them. So let's get started. So this kind of all began back in 2013 when I had a spiritual awakening. And what happened during that spiritual awakening is I was basically informed, and I came to the knowing that my soul decided to incarnate onto this planet to help humanity. And I'm sure that many of you feel the same way. And, I was born as a healer and I became a medical doctor, but that was just a small part of the bigger picture of what I was meant to do. So since about 2012, 2013, my entire mission has been really about reaching millions, reaching the masses to help with this grand awakening, which is really like a soul remembrance. And some of us have lived on other planets and we remember those lives, and other people have the power to remember those lives as well as past lives. And our soul carries a thread with it. And I have always been, in all my lives that I remember, I've always been a person who's a revolutionary, someone who is here for humanity, that's here for really the changes and the positive impact to make in the world. And this life is no different. And in this life, it does come in the form of spirituality, healing, transformation, personal development. So why does any of this matter? Why does it matter to go on your personal development journey? Why does it matter to go through your healing experiences? The reason why is this is how your soul evolves to a new level of being. So for example, if you are living any kind of life that's other than your ultimate life, then it's showing you that there's more that can be done in your evolutionary path. And the truth is that our desires and our goals, our ultimate ones, really never change. It's like the reason why we came on the planet. But when it comes to the day-to-day things, like when you're thinking about like, okay, now I have a desire to live in this place, and then I have a desire to live here. These are like the small day-to-day desires, but ultimately you are here for a reason. You came to this planet for a reason. And when you tap into that, and you tap into that in a greater collective way, then this is when we're like living big and we're making a really big impact. So over February, just before the quarantine happened, I received a download, a message that I needed to write a book, and it's about the new paradigm. And you might think like, what does that even mean? It's the vision and the hope for what humanity is capable of. So it doesn't necessarily mean that all of humanity is living this right now. Some people are, and not the majority though. So the new paradigm, in my opinion, is a place where all humans are living with ease and flow and grace and joy and happiness, where everyone is doing what they love, everyone feels free and fulfilled, everyone is living connected to nature, the elements, the plants, to each other, where the children are thriving and we create incubators for them, where they are in schools that really allow them to flourish in their natural abilities versus becoming worker bees into a system. It's a place where everyone is entrepreneurial and really learning how, not even just learning, embodying and living your gifts and talents in a way that serves others so that it doesn't even feel like work. And that's really one of the keys to ultimate living. It's when you are sharing what you came here to share with the world. So it's the very unique blueprint that only you have. So when we live this way, we feel really fulfilled. And in this new paradigm that I've had visions of, that I've lived in other places in the universe, it is also a place where relationships are very much thriving. There is constructive communication. There is love and exchange and generosity and gratitude. There is this idea of giving without even expecting anything in return. And because everyone is doing that, it's like everyone's needs are met. It's this space of, it's so nourishing. Like I can feel it. It's such a nourishing paradigm where we are community with all of our fellow humans. And as I mentioned, we're living in right relation with the earth, because the earth has created everything that we need, from the food to the materials, but we're doing it in a conscious way that's still beautiful, that's still luxurious, that's still eco-friendly. And love is the frequency we feel everywhere, as well as harmony. And conflict is like not even really in existence. Like, sure, there's communication and how to create a better way of cohabiting and co-creating, but all of these judgments and all of these taking things personally, like all of this goes away because we evolve into our ultimate selves. So when we feel so full and confident within ourselves, we're no longer pointing fingers and blaming others for anything. Right? So it's a completely different reality. Like drama and all of this really goes away because so much of the attention is focused on what we're creating, what we're living together in harmony and joy. And so I wonder if you can feel this, and I hope that you can. And it's like even just taking a moment to close your eyes and finding the place of most peace and fulfillment within you. And if you can feel that, you can feel that vibration within you, this already shows that the new paradigm is accessible to you. Because the truth is, our external reality, so that's like a paradigm, is a reflection of our internal reality. And when we are in alignment and we're living our purpose and we're really in love and we feel free, we experience that on the outside. And I want to share some examples of like different paradigms that exist together. And when I was writing the book, I actually put this in the book in the first chapters, where living in Los Angeles, it's very fascinating. You have some of the richest people in the world, as well as some of the highest population of homeless people. And where it's been very stark contrast has been near the, like one example that really like was imprinted into my mind was the Google building. So the Google is one of the top corporations in the world. We all pretty much use it and are connected to it. And what was fascinating was outside the Google building, there was a row of all tents of all homeless people. It was like where homeless people had created a community. So it was like, wow, to think like so much money with none existing together, like right next to each other. It was like really a paradox. Like, wow, how can both exist at the same time? Like there are fellow humans too. Now, keep in mind, as when I was a medical doctor in New York City, I also treated a lot of homeless people. And some of them actually want to be homeless. Some of them are mentally ill. Some of them are in a space in terms of their consciousness and mindset that they really believe that there's no way out of the situation. And then when you take, let's say, someone who created, like the creators of Google, they were using their minds in such a way of innovation and they just continue to innovate, that they literally are the #1 search engine in the world, that every single person practically in the world that has any kind of smartphone or computer uses Google, right? So here are humans that are living on the same earth, living in two completely different paradigms, completely different. So this is an example of how like it's all happening at one time. So when I wrote the book about the new paradigm, I was living in Malibu at the time, and I was going for walks a lot, and I literally was getting all these downloads, and I was told that I needed to write this book so that people would have a hope of a future that's possible. And this book will be published someday. And I want you to know that the foundation of the book is more of a way of being. How do you be in the world? How do you think? How are you engaging in your relationships? What is your relationship to your purpose? Are you living it? What is your relationship to money? Everything, like literally, what do you eat? What do you buy? What do you consume? All of this is creating your paradigm. So the good news is you get to choose the paradigm that you want to live in right now, today. You get to decide what it is. Now, I understand that not everyone has the tools, because the truth is how you be is something that we never learned in school. When I'm working with my clients all the time, they're like, why didn't we learn this in school? Why didn't we learn how to properly eat? Why didn't we learn about energy, about mindset? And this is done on purpose. The school systems that exist were created with the idea for humans to become worker bees, not for innovation, not to create entrepreneurs. It was so that people would be groomed to serve the system. But that is not what the new paradigm is. The new paradigm is where people are free to live and do as they please and what they desire. And I personally, am an example, right? I left Western medicine for the new paradigm. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I just followed my intuition. Like I knew that something about that wasn't right. And back in 2012, 2013, coaching wasn't even really a big thing. It was like I was one of the first, and now, of course, it's very popular. Good. Like everyone has something to teach and share. So everyone if they wish, they can make a vocation and a job from your skills. And guess what? Your skills didn't just come from this life. You know things that people don't even know how you know them, and you don't even know how you know them, but you have skills and abilities and talents. And the truth is, sometimes you just need to shift your mindset. You need to learn new tools, and you need to open your mind to what's possible. And most of the time, you just actually need to be given permission. So permission to live your purpose, permission to do whatever you want to do, because guess what? You can do whatever you want to do. This is the new paradigm where you literally get to do whatever you want. You get to create your own schedule. You get to love who you want to love. You get to live in harmony. What's the priority in the new paradigm is following your heart, your intuition, what feels good, what feels right, living life on purpose, designing your life. This is what your ultimate life is. It's not, okay, I just have to keep living this way because this is what I only know. But look at all these people on Instagram that are living their best life, but that's not really for me. Or maybe it's, oh yeah, I've reached this level, but I should be happy here, but wanting more might be greedy, or I don't need more. Technically, I should be happy with what I have because I have more than what most people have. Guess what? There is enough for everyone to go around, because the new paradigm is about abundance, where everyone thrives. And like I said, it begins with you first. And this is exactly why I couldn't go and move to Hawaii and create a community and just live in the new paradigm, because I felt my role is to be here as an awakener, as a catalyst, as someone who is helping people to even open their minds to this possibility, to the fact that literally in an instant your life can be different. Does it require you to make different choices? Yes. Does it require you to see the world differently? Yes. But guess what? You can have support doing that. So I truly believe that we are in a crux in humanity where some people are living in fear. Some people are succumbing to the programming that could be considered even like TV or news. That can also be considered what you've been told in school, what you've been told by like mass media. But the truth is, any reality that you desire can be yours. So you might be like, okay, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to do in order to make that true for me? It begins with your personal development and your healing the old paradigm belief systems so that you can step into the paradigm that you desire. And I believe that all humans desire pretty much the same thing. They desire to thrive in their purpose. They desire to thrive in a way that they have enough money so that they can afford how they live. But studies have shown once you kind of like pay for everything that you want and desire, that the amount of money doesn't really increase happiness. But like, hey, why not have like so much money? Good, yeah, like let's all have that. It's also about eating, right? It's like what you put into your body. This decides how you are being, how you are thinking. Your spirituality, how connected you are to your spirit. And your spirit has all the answers. So it is the energy of you that is incarnated. Like it's the you that is your it's like why your body is alive. It's because your spirit's in your body. Your connection with your spirit decides this. Like how do I live this new life, this ultimate paradigm, whatever that is for you. It's also decided by how connected you are to your energy and how you're able to transmute and transform and grow and shield and protect your energy. It's your ability to manage your emotions, how centered you can be in every moment. So the question is like, how do I even do all those things? How do I know what to eat? How do I know anything? How do I know about my energy? We didn't learn it in school. So like I told you, my clients have always said like, oh, why don't they have this as like energies? And I know that for like the children that I bring into the world and all those around me, like I plan to create energy schools for children so they know about their energy and they can, because our energy is everything. It's the found, and you've heard me say this before in other lives, your energy, or in my posts, your energy is the foundation of everything. It decides everything in your life. And just like you brush your teeth, you have to take care of your energy. So this is all how you live in that new paradigm that's here right now, that some of us are already living. We're already creating our lives on purpose. We're already living a peaceful life where we really trust in our intuition and we know what is the right answer, what is right, what is good, what is for us. So my journey, as I mentioned, began as a medical doctor. And then I went and traveled around the whole world. And this is how I ended up becoming a guide for other people. So I guided myself to be a doctor. I guided myself around the world where I worked with different medicine men and shamans, and I learned all different kinds of modalities. I connected with all kinds of lineages. I discovered that I come from a lineage of Colombian healers and shamans, and that I have energy gifts and supernatural abilities. But guess what? All humans have it. You just have to know how to tap into it. So through my journey and my awakenings and going to different places on the planet, I accumulated knowledge. I also woke up knowledge from the past. So it's like I am sitting on a treasure chest of information that my guides have been like, Nikki, Starr, it's time. It's time for you to start sharing this wealth of knowledge in a way that is very accessible to other people, so that people from all walks of life can receive this knowledge. And it's time for you to share all of it. And I intuitive, and this came, there was a full moon on, a new moon and an eclipse Friday evening. And I was like, ding, like all of a sudden, all of these courses came to me. So many. And it's all things that I have a fund of knowledge about, that I live every day in my life. And they're like, it's time to share. So I was like, oh my God. First of all, I was really excited about it because I haven't launched something new in a really long time. I've been focusing on old things. And the truth is, the whole like landing page and all the branding isn't even done yet because it's Sunday. And I got this download on Friday. But it was very clear. They're like, just share it now and make it very special. So if you're still watching this, then it's like you get to hear about this very special thing that's coming this next year. So basically, because we are in different phases we go through different phases in our career, in our life. I don't know what's coming next, but I can feel something's coming next. And maybe that's going to be a period of book writing. It's going to be a period of being back on television again. But it's like, this is the year to output and so it's like an opportunity to be live and present for all of them in real time. So what's coming, I can't really reveal too much yet because that's part of this special time. It's still the beginning. But for those of you who are wanting to step into the new paradigm, for those of you who are wanting to go on a spiritual journey, for those of you who are ready for your continued personal development, for those of you who know that you need to do some work with your mindset, you need to learn some information so that you can really live as your ultimate self and live your best life and live your ultimate life and live the life that you know you came here to live. For those of you ready to heal, let go of the past, then this is for you. You're ready. You're just looking for the information and all the tools that literally would tune up your whole being in all aspects of life. So what I can share is that this is a year-long journey together. That's pretty much it. And that there is a very special launch price. It's like the pre-launch. I haven't launched the offer yet. So it is the cheapest that it will ever be is right now in the link in my bio. It's going to stay there. This is what I'm focusing on at the moment. In the link in the bio, it literally says, a year with Dr. Nikki Starr, access to all workshops, online classes, online courses that are created over this next year. You get everything. I'm not going to yet tell you what the frequency is because I even know that there's more than what I know about now. That will be revealed. As more information is revealed, the price will go up, and it will go up without notice. I'm not even going to tell you when we're going to start. And part of this is because I want to start getting you guys activated in your intuition, in knowing when an opportunity is presenting to you because you feel it. Why? Because so many times in life, opportunities come and people pass them by. Because moments happen and moments expire. There is no moment that lasts forever. And unless you ride the wave, you miss it. And that's okay. You can always come back, but there'll be a new moment. So in terms of this offering, this year-long offering, there is just this moment that it is the cheapest, and from now on it will only go up. So you can invest at this very special discounted rate, or you can choose to wait until you know more, but then the price will be more as well. So the price for the year right now is $5,555. And there's a payment plan of $555 per month, every month for 12 months. And in this year, we are going to go on an incredible journey to activate you in your highest delight. This is going to be your best year yet. You are going to completely transform. And I decided to create this offering as a way to make all of this knowledge that I've accumulated available to the masses. So this is a great deal. You're going to see that the prices of the course and stuff, when you bundle up all together, this is like the best deal ever. And like I said, it's like the time is now. I'm getting this information out, and I'd love for you to be there live right now with me. And that means that you get to be there as the courses are shared, which means you can ask questions, which means it can be tailored more to you. And then, of course, after this, they will go on replays, and this is a very special opportunity. This transmission of knowledge that's coming in for the healing and awakening of humankind, because that's what I feel my overarching mission is. I am here for the healing and awakening of humankind. So with that, I thank you so much for being here. I would love to support you in activating your ultimate self to live your ultimate life in this new paradigm that we know so well in our hearts, this abundant life, this life that's connected, rooted in love, in harmony with our fellow humanity, with the most fulfilling relationships, the most fulfilling purpose, all of it, because you deserve all of it. And it's all here for you right now. You don't even need to wait anymore. It's up to you. It's what you want to put in to yourself, what you want to invest in yourself, the personal development you want to go through, the transformation you want to go through, the healing. The time is now. So I send you all so much love. Thank you for being here. If you've been watching till the end of this, I feel that this is for you, and I think you know that too. And I would love to support you. We're here. It's happening. There's going to be those who step into the new paradigm and those who stay in the old. And I trust that you're going to be one of the ones who join me and many others into this new paradigm. So I thank you. I love you. It is always such a pleasure to be here. And I'll see you again soon. And maybe there'll be more information the next time I see you. Sending love, and bye for now.